Dawn was just beginning to break over the Strait of Hormuz. The sky was still a bluish gray, as if clinging to the final breath of night. A thin mist hovered above the water. The surface trembled lightly in the morning breeze, but behind that calm, an invisible fire was waiting. At that very moment, a massive metallic beast was descending through the Middle Eastern sky. Its name, the MQ-4C Triton, the United States' most sophisticated and confident surveillance drone. Beneath its long wings, shimmering sensors scanned every inch of the Persian Gulf, keeping a relentless watch on Tehran's military movements. The drone's cockpitless body radiated an almost eerie confidence, as if this sky were its birthplace, the sea its personal map. And that had been America's plan all along. The drone would fly freely, chew through Iranian airspace like a machine, and return safely to its base. But then, as if the wind itself shifted. First came a faint static disturbance, then a slight distortion on radar. Within seconds, the drone entered an unknown darkness. The data link streaming down from orbit trembled. On Pentagon monitors, red letters appeared. Emergency signal lost. In just 17 seconds, America's most arrogant surveillance asset vanished, transponder and all. The enormous drone, capable of flying at high altitude for 24 uninterrupted hours, the eye of the sea for the U.S. Navy, disappeared inside Tehran's airspace. Morning light had not yet reached the White House. But as soon as the news arrived, a flicker of fear reportedly crossed President Donald Trump's eyes. The message Tehran wanted to send could be summarized in a single line. This sky is not empty. This sky is ours. The MQ-4C Triton is no ordinary aircraft. It symbolizes American pride, power, and intelligence dominance. It can fly above 30,000 feet for extended periods, scanning vast maritime regions. It can detect ships, submarines, and missile positions. Equipped with advanced signals intelligence technology, it feeds real-time data directly to the Pentagon and the U.S. Navy. For such a drone to vanish was not merely a technical issue, it was an ominous signal in American military history. Initially, Pentagon officials suspected a technical malfunction, but when Tehran's statement reached Western media, geopolitical shockwaves followed. We have punished the violation of our airspace. No dramatic threats, no extended declarations, just a single sentence that struck like thunder over the sea. International military journals soon began circulating another possibility. The Triton had not been destroyed, it had been hijacked. According to these reports, Iran used advanced electronic jamming systems to disrupt the drone's signals, disable its navigation system, sever its data link, and ultimately assume control. If true, this was not just a technological maneuver, it was a message written in the language of power. For years, Western narratives portrayed Iran as technologically backward, its military no match for America's. But the skies over Hormuz shattered that assumption in an instant. Analysts suggested that Iran had, perhaps for the first time, challenged the United States in the technological arena. The disappearance of the drone was not merely the loss of hardware, it was a strike against intelligence supremacy, and Tehran delivered it with precision. A vast portion of the world's exported oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 30% of global oil supply depends on this narrow passage. On a map, it looks thin and fragile. In politics, it is explosively powerful. This is where the United States seeks control, and this is where Iran holds leverage. In 2019, Iran shot down a major U.S. drone in this same region. This time, the narrative suggests an even more advanced method, making the drone vanish. The deeper message, the key to Hormuz is in our hands. Washington understands the implications. A single missile, a drone, or a naval disruption in these waters could send global oil prices soaring. The drone incident was not an isolated event. Behind it lies a long shadow conflict. In recent years, the United States and Israel have been accused of conducting covert operations across the Middle East. Figures linked to groups such as Hezbollah and Hamas have been targeted. Washington reportedly believed that weakening Iran's allied fronts would destabilize Tehran's leadership, but events appeared to challenge that calculation. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has built a state structure designed to endure shocks. Reports suggest Tehran's top security council has been operating under a long-prepared contingency framework. Senior political figures such as Ali Larijani have been associated with national security planning. According to various analyses, Iran has developed multi-layered succession planning, ensuring continuity even under extreme circumstances. Such resilience has complicated Western strategic assumptions. Meanwhile, the White House appeared,